Alright guys, so as you know, with the multitude of rune nerfs, Singed W nerf, and Singed ultimate nerf, there is now more a need than probably ever in the last few years for there to be alternate playstyles for Singed, for there to be different ways to approach the game, for there to be new, more fun, creative approaches to the game to help keep things fresh, fun, unpredictable, and most importantly, to keep you climbing. And that is the purpose of this video today. I'm going to be showing you guys 3 new slash alternative slash remixed or refreshed ideas for climbing with Singed, and I hope you guys enjoy them. I've put some thought into what will be like the 3 best overall for people who are not only just learning Singed, but for people who have some experience with Singed, and for people who know what they're doing, and for people who want something a bit more beginner friendly as well. There is something in here for all of you. So please, guys, enjoy this one, and I've been playing these with great success in solo queue, and hope you guys enjoy. So thank you so much for watching. This video is brought to you by Professor. Professor is a companion app for League that has made my life way easier. The champion select tags show what my teammates are good at, their main roles, and if they're auto-filled. Plus, I can quickly import pro and challenger level rune pages straight to my client in one click. I can quickly see how I'm doing with the in-game performance tracker, track when enemy summoner spells are up by clicking the summoner spell tracker, and keep track of objective timers with the built-in jungle timer feature. When I'm not in game, I can even find pro replays such as fakers, track the best one tricks on their champions, like me, and even use the group finder tool to find people to play with. Professor has all of this and more completely free, so download it now using my link in the description below. Thanks, Professor. Alright guys, like I said in the intro, this is going to be, ooh, my team is fighting level 1. This is new ways to play Singed that I've been experimenting with in solo queue. This build is something I've tried recently and actually ended up going pretty well. I'm going to go for the level 1 proxy here because they are hard invading my bot. I don't know what is happening here. Holy moly, look at that. But Kennen got poked out super hard. So this is actually a build that I've been trying out a lot in solo queue. It's the Aftershock setup. Now, I will say that this build, your survivability is actually pretty crazy. The runes are Aftershock, Demolish, Second Wind, Unflinching. Then you can either go Triumph, Legend, Tenacity second, you can go Inspiration second with like Cosmic Insight, you can do Sorcery second, you can even do Domination second if you want Ultimate Hunter or something like that. There's a lot of different offshoots and different varieties of it. Kennen has actually completely screwed himself out of lane here by chasing Thresh for the fight there. Not sure what his end game was. But there's a lot of different varieties you can go with this setup. I really like Triumph, Legend, Tenacity. You can also go Last Stand, Legend, Tenacity, but I like Triumph a lot because I just think it has bigger value. And the idea is you're just trying to be as tanky as possible, as slippery as possible, and have big fight impact. Your first 2 items can either be Rylai's and Chem Tank, or you can do Demonic Chem Tank, depending usually on how fed you are. But if you want to go for like super heavy utility, much cheaper build, 400 gold cheaper is the Rylai setup. And if you want to go a bit more damage heavy, but also have a bit better, not better, but faster scaling, they both scale very well. They scale the same. You're buying the same items eventually. Then you can go Demonic instead first, but it'll depend on how fed you are. It'll depend on the enemy team comp. Like this game, we're probably going to go Rylai's Rush. Just depending, we'll see how it goes again. If we get really fed, we can go Demonic instead. But the first 2 items are going to be Rylai's Demonic or Rylai's Chem Tank or Demonic Chem Tank, one of the 2. My jungler has appeared to execute. Okay. All right, we got one of those games, baby. I can't wait. We'll keep playing it out, no problem. But the idea is, I actually hard carried a game versus Hansama earlier with this setup, which was actually kind of crazy. We had like my bot lane. This is like a challenger grandmaster game, but my bot lane was, I think, down like 5 kills, and mid lane was down about 4 kills, and me and my jungler were up quite a bit because we were just winning, and I was getting really good roams off and stuff like that. But I might just go over to this crab here actually, because Kennen's not pushing his lane. I might just walk over here and try and force this. I can ping him over here actually and just start this crab for him. Take it, buddy. All you, buddy. There you go. Give him the thumbs up. Nice, let's go. And we just hard carried the game because I was able to proc Aftershock and just run through the fight like no problem. It was pretty nice. Like if I overcommitted, you can still die, but it is very hard to take you down because you're very CC immune. And if you end up pairing these runes with Merc Treads, which I might do this, look at the team comp, right? This is a great Merc Treads game. Jhin is a lot of CC, Rakan's a lot of CC, Kennen, Cassie a lot of CC, right? Ooh. Ooh. Aftershock saved me quite a bit of HP here. We can probably gank this guy. But I gotta put a ward down for Mr. Kane. I want to say we can. I'm gonna wait for Aftershock proc, but I'm pretty sure we can go. Just gotta be a bit careful here. Back out of there. Ooh. Nice. There we go, baby. My jungler is on it. Let's go. Very nice. It's exciting. If he... I have Ignite if he wants to dive it. Oh, shit. No, I gotta run. Yo, good job, though. I'll give him a good job. That's actually super good for us. We got 2 kills there. I only got 1 assist, but honestly, that's very nice for us. If I rush Merc Treads versus that team with double Tenacity runes, I'm going to be extremely hard to CC, and that's going to be super, super, super useful versus heavy CC comp. Riot has actually stated that all of the Resolve runes were indirectly buffed with the durability update, because if you live longer, you have more time to use things like Second Wind, more time to use things like Unflinching, which is interesting. Again, I'm going to actually put the Professor tracker... Oh no, you can't see it. Rip, it's bugged. Excuse me, but they've stated that the Resolve runes were all indirectly buffed, because if you live longer, you have more time to use things like Unflinching, more time to use things like Second Wind, more uptime, more impact. He has a Ghost Poro in that bush, gotta be careful. This Kennen's not doing a very good job of harassing me. It's actually his first time playing Kennen, so that's a little interesting. Generally, what you would used to do is go Predator versus this, but we are not doing that because Predator has essentially just been, in my opinion, nerfed to the point where you can only be played in mid lane. I'm not having a lot of success with Predator in top lane, but in mid lane I have been finding a good amount of success with it. But if you're playing top lane, then I'd recommend going Aftershock or, you know, Spellbook or Conquer or something like that over it. As well as Dark Harvest, but we'll get to the Dark Harvest setup later on in this video.
An enemy has been slain.
Should have a bit of leeway to push this wave. Hit him with the Aftershock. I have Ignite. I'm not super afraid of him here. Ooh. Ooh, he dodged the Q. He's dead. I got him, boys, on the Triumph for the extra 20 gold. Actually, his what we'll do here is we'll wait for the wave to crash. I don't have enough mana to actually spread poison across the wave, so what we do is wait for it to crash, then just puff poison. But Triumph is nice there because it gives me 20 extra gold for winning the close 1v1. Not the biggest deal in the world. Honestly, it's there mostly for the heal, but hey, 20 gold is 20 gold. That's an extra minion. We'll take it, right? Yep, additional 20 gold. That also counts for assists, by the way. So Singed gets a lot of assists, usually. So Triumph is one of the low-key best runes on him. And that's what I always say about Conqueror, too, is the minor runes in the Conqueror tree and the Precision tree are so busted for Singed. They're actually so good. We are gonna go Rylai's Rush here. Although Chem Tank is decent here again as well. Something to consider. Generally, if they have a heavier front line, then Demonic is better. If they have a more kitey team, then I really like going Rylai's. Because whenever they use their mobility abilities, they end up getting stuck in poison, which is super nice for you as Singed. Then there's also the fact you have to consider, like I was saying before, if you are just really fed, then Demonic can be a bit more rewarding because you just have more damage. I walked right into that, didn't I? Whew, that's okay. We could run some proxy here too in a bit. Just trying to look for the freeze.
An enemy has been slain.
Do a bit of pushing here. I have 3-stack Dark Seal. I have 85 AP. If I get ganked, I'm really not afraid. I have ultimate and I have oh, Aftershock up. I think I'm okay here. I don't think they can kill me. I was gonna say I think I'm chilling. He's gonna push towards me eventually. Whenever I have Ignite up, I'm pretty sure I can just fight him. But we'll do a wait and see for now. He does have stopwatch up, I gotta be careful of that. If he uses E on the wave, I can maybe all in him. I'm trying to wait for him to E the wave, see if he'll go. Maybe he thinks that I recall. He knows I'm in here still. I haven't left the bush. No luck, okay. All good. No luck. That's okay. Drop the ward there. Drop the ward there. The reason why is see if they're gonna recall, if they're gonna stay in lane. Ignite in 7, so I'm going aggro there. Kiting a bit so I don't get hit. See ya!
You have slain an enemy.
And in case that was closer, I had Ignite still. So Cassia coming up top. Rock Aftershock. Drop W. Igniter. She should go down. Nice, let's go. Unfortunately, I couldn't be there fast enough for Yone. I just didn't have any HP or mana, but that works out. Kennen's TP is on 35-second cooldown still. I'm tracking it with the Poor Professor tracker, but 2 big plates for us. It's really nice. I should have Rylai's, I think, on back. Yeah, I do. Super fast Rylai's for me this game. I can probably just farm one more wave. I have 97. Ah, no! No! Please, Rakan, please! I'm gonna die for the wave. I'm gonna die for most of the wave. Yes, I got the cannon! Okay, whatever, it's fine, I got the cannon. Hit it with a thumbs up, whatever. Whatever. Okay, we got Rylai's gonna go for Chem Tank next. It is just super utility oriented. I just totally could go Demonic, but I'm not going to. Demonic is good versus Kayn and Rakan here, and Rylai's is good versus everybody else, including Kayn and Rakan, so you can do either or. Yeah, that cannon's pretty low. Oh, Silas. You dirty dog, you. Oh, Silas, we walked back into town. Oh, you dirty dog, you, almost. Oh no, Rakan. Oh no, their support's making plays. Wait, I think Yone's good. I think he's chilling. I think he's a gamer. He's a gamer. Ooh, that Ash arrow, so inconvenient. Okay, no problem. Once you have Chem Tank, also Bomby Cinder, they reduced the cost of it, by the way. The combined cost in Chem Tank and the other tank items is the same, but Bomby Cinder's cost is reduced. So even though you have a Rylai's, you don't need to get a full Demonic before you can like really shred jungle camps with this setup. You can just rely on your Bomby Cinder and Rylai's, and you can shred camps pretty effectively. Ooh, another plate. I love Demolish. Demolish is great. One of the best runes in the game. And if he walks up, I'm pretty sure he's just not able to fight me. I'm not terribly afraid of Kennen here. He's taking a lot of damage, actually. Aftershock pokes him, too. Walked into that one. Once Ignites up, I can look for a fight, but I'm not really concerned about him right now too much. He does have Sork Shoes. I have to watch out for that, but... Stopwatch is down. He did greed for a coal.
I hear you.
Okay, we'll look for a back here.
An enemy has been
I didn't really have to back, actually. Their jungler is bottom, so look for a wave.
slain.
And Cassio's bot too, as you see here on the map. So we can look for one more wave. We can chill. I can grab bombies after this too, and we will be able to just power farm those jungle camps as well, which is awesome. Normally, you don't really want close games, you want to just stomp them, but this is actually pretty good, because it gives me a good chance to show off the power of this build when the game is a little close like this. And honestly, this setup's going to be so good versus their team comp. They have so much CC and so much burst. Aftershock is just so good here. The Kennen recall probably will look for me, so I'm going to just walk right up to the tower. He's losing a lot of farm here. Kind of awkward pathing, though. I'm pretty sure it was faster just to walk through here. Oh, he actually just full recall. He didn't even... Look for me, he just went to the fountain. Okay, cool. Very interesting. This crab is up. I'll leave that for my jungler. He's pathing up towards here. If he E's through the wave, we're gonna all in him. Please E the wave. Please E the wave. Come on. You know you want to, you little rat. You know you want to. Is he just not gonna E the wave? Does he just never E the wave? I'd say never E's the wave, huh? Well, he's dead either way. Double tenacity runes. He can't leave. It's just very hard to CC when you have 2 tenacity runes and Merc Treads. It's actually so satisfying. Okay, another plate. Getting dangerously close to Tower First Blood. This guy's having a really bad time. Able to kill him basically on every single time my my Ghost ignites up, which is nice. Pretty low cooldown summoners. I think 210 on the Ghost, 180 on Ignite, yeah. You kind of need the Ghost versus Kennen because of his E. This guy was greedy for first strike. He didn't take Phase Rush. Generally, you take Phase Rush versus Singed, but hey, you know what? It is what it is. I can actually take Krugs here and finish Chemtank.
An enemy has been slain.
Ooh. Give me these. Give me these, Kane. These are mine. These are mine, boy. He's not too happy about that. Actually, I can wait for him to push this next wave and even just do one more. The Kane's gonna try and probably flank. Ooh, they know I'm still here. I just put the ward down. Okay, this is gonna be juicy. I don't have Aftershock, or I don't have ultimate up. Dodge it, no problem. I'm gonna, do I greed for the cannon? I'm gonna greed for it. Let's limit test a bit. I'm not afraid of this guy. Nice. Do they kill me here? Wait, I can get the wave. Oh, he had the iron spike weapons. Okay, I almost had the wave. Not bad. Okay, I have Chemtank now. That's good. Definitely shouldn't have greeted for the next wave after, but hey, you know, limit test a bit. What can you do? Then we go demonic next and just scale for damage. Eventually, if we have to buy a tank item or two, we can do that as well. You just after those first 3 items, you just build as you need. But your first 3 items are going to usually be demonic, Chemtank, Rylai's, Chemtank, demonic. Generally, you get Chemtank second because you want the cheap itemization and you want the efficiency. More drag up. This is good. A little awkward game, but this is good. I'm really excited to show you guys this one. Their upfront burst is just so high. So I think it'll end up working out just fine. We can force Herald here, actually, with Yone.
To shake or not to shake.
Yeah, we totally can. Ashe can hold mid, we can just do this. Ooh, I see a Kayn here. We gotta be careful a bit. I'm walking into a Cassier, gotta be careful. Chemtank is down. I do have ult up, but we gotta back out a bit, I think. Where'd that crab go? We can grab this. Very nice. I'm curious where Kennen's gonna show. If he shows top, I can run him down. Oh, okay, he's over there. We'll grab a wave here. I'm gonna ping danger on the Kennen. He's gonna look to engage on my team, probably. Make sure they know. Talus is in a bit of a pickle. We're gonna go help him. He's out. Nice. And bear in mind, at this point, I'm actually quite tanky. So we can afford to be a little stupid. Not too stupid. We don't want to be too crazy here, but... Okay, I'm gonna look for the flank in mid. But I can do some pretty funky stuff here. The part where she's not taking damage. The part where I'm doing so much. I actually ran out of mana. The fight lasted so long. Oh! Come on, poison! No, give it to me! Give it to me! Ah! Like I said, this build, it definitely gets pretty silly in terms of your tankiness. The fight actually lasted so long I ran out of mana, which is kind of hilarious. Oh man, but they definitely had a hard time killing me. The shield from Cassio, like that's one situation where you might want to find yourself going demonic first. But like I said, you are pretty, like, you're deceptively strong with Rylai's Chemtank because your utility is just so high, they just couldn't move. You know what I mean? So it is quite fantastic for that. I can grab this. I actually have enough money for a full demonic embrace, which is huge. Another 450 HP plus 50 from the demonic passive, or sorry, from the Chemtank passive. So we will be juicy. We're gonna have so much HP. They will not be ready for this. Okay, demonics. I have 2.78. I have almost 3.3k HP. Oh my gosh, it's 18, 19 minutes. We're gonna be pretty insane. So Chemtank also gives 10 ability or 5 ability haste per legendary, so it gives 20 ability haste base plus 10 is 30 right now. Ooh, Yone, let's go. Good kill. If they over push for him, I can just go in. Oh. I have almost 400 resistances here. He's trying to focus me, but he cannot kill me. I see Kane over there. Hi, bud. Can you kill me? Can you? I have a hard time believing that you could. 31 AP off the demonic passive. So right now, demonic is a 90 AP item for me. Actually, I forgot they nerfed it by 10. Pretty decent. We can look for drag here. Oh my gosh, I'm so juicy. I have 3.4k HP. This is something. Yeah, I've been playing this build in some Grandmaster Challenger games, and honestly, for top lane, it feels pretty good. I don't know how reliant it is on Ignite, though. I like Ignite because I can get kills, I can get ahead, kind of like this, but I'm not sure how reliant it is. It feels really great to have a little bit of extra damage when you're building like more defensively. Like for that reason, it does feel quite good. If they just force mid, I have ult in 5. Like they're not gonna be able to get past me. I'd love to see if they could actually kill me. If I grab like Frozen Heart or Randuin's, that Jin's gonna he's gonna tickle. All right, looks like we're going in. I got him, boys, with the Ignite. All right, I see Cassio. Keeping her off my ass. She'll die to Yone here, though. Nice, decent. Let's go. So Kennan's just chilling top. I'm not sure exactly what he's doing to get my tier 1 tower now, but is it worth it for you, bud? Do these guys live from this? Yeah, they totally do. Another option here is Zhonya's. If I go Zhonya's, I probably just can't die. But for the purpose of the video, I will show you guys a tankier setup. So I'm thinking we go... Not DMP. All the DMP would be decent. This would be decent too. Let's see, Void Staff is okay here. Honestly, I could buy so many different things here, and they would all be pretty okay. We'll go for Anathemas-ish. Just more HP for the demonic conversion. Demonic is giving me currently 38 AP, almost 100 AP off demonic, which is, again, you can get a lot of AP with this build. I have 246. I have a full stack Dark Seal, which is quite a bit, but not the craziest thing in the world. But you can abuse the demonic conversion pretty hard with this build too, and just get what you need. Ooh, okay. Can they kill me? I'm thinking the answer is no. They sure tried, though. Well, I think we'll put Anathemas on, I don't know, Cassio maybe, or Kennen. If we put on Kennen and he dives in, he's basically useless, but Cassio is a bit of an issue. Can you kill me, Cassio? Can you? Wait, hitting the trap procs my chem tank? Really? Interesting. Ain't looking good. Can we just grab his camps here? I'm trying to block that for him. Okay, put a trap down. Let's get out of here. We'll have a lot of HP here, and then we can go more AP if we need to. I'm just trying to think who's doing the most damage to me. That Jin could be doing quite a bit that I don't even realize because I'm not dying to him. But at this point, I have 4.2k HP. I'm not even level 16 yet. Once you're 16 and you have 100 AP off your ultimate, like you are pretty hard to deal with. 100 stats even. Going from 60 plus 40 to 100 stats is quite nice with this. Because whenever you have the extra resistances, it also gives your Aftershock more value too, which is quite nice. And because you have so much HP, you just use the health so easily and so well. I think I just put anathemas on. I think Jin. I'm thinking Jin. I could put it on either or, but I like the Jin. If he gets hit by any CC at all, he'll just be out of commission. Nice, have it on him. Let's go. Suggest we don't face check that. Okay, if they're on Baron, we can check it. I have so much gold. Okay, there's Kennen. Dragon 40. They're gonna collapse on my Yone here. I'm gonna walk down there.
To shake or not to shake.
Trying to dodge his W here. Oh, they collapsed on my silence, damn. I think we're okay. I'm gonna try and fight with these guys over here. They look for mid, we can maybe fight them here. Yeah, let's go. Okay, we're on wards here, gotta be careful. Focusing Cassia. She's down. Again, you're super hard to CC, which is nice. Again, the Jin just ran away. He knew he couldn't win that fight in the cluster with us. Which is kind of hilarious. And then you are very, very hard to actually pin that in crowd control, so that's quite nice as well. I think they just run him down and kill him maybe here. Oh, that Jin, he's so fast. Pesky Jin. How does he do it? Make sure you're kiting whenever you're taking a camp like this, so you can proc your chem tank. It's not much DPS, but it adds up. Anathema doesn't even reduce that much on the Jin. I might put on a Cassia instead. Let's see. Okay, so now we can probably sell this and go. I'm gonna go for a death cap. We could do something much more reasonable. Like a more reasonable buy here would be, for example, Zonya's. But I'm gonna go death cap because we're just so hard to kill. Why not put a death cap on top? Why not be that obnoxious, right? Hey, my ult's up. We can just mess these guys up here. I have 200 farm as well. Ooh, I see Kennen. Does he see me, though? I am unafraid! I'm a little afraid. He's dead, though. Gonna run on my team here. Ooh, Silas with the ulti! Yeah, you're very hard to kill. There was like everyone focusing me there and they couldn't kill me. You go in, you die. You can get Baron here. We're in the neighborhood, might as well, right? It is quite difficult for them to deal with you. I might just put it on Kennen, actually, I'm not sure. Like, Anathemas is great, but it's kind of underwhelming when there's no one fed. Like, yeah, it'll stop you from dying even then, which is quite nice, but... Can someone zone that guy? Okay, Yone's on it, let's go. Good guy Yone, he's helping us out here. Ooh, oh, that could have been such a clutch lantern, unfortunate. But that was a good play by him. Just to make sure we don't lose Baron, it's honestly worth it. 2.3k, I'm getting close to decap. Once I have decap, there's nothing they can do. I could run through their entire team. Jin is really bad versus late game tanks. If they had like a super fed like physical carry, I would go Frozen Heart or Randuin's over Death Cap and just put Anathemas on them as well. But right now, he's not trying out to kill me. And Jin is in particular quite bad versus late game tanks, so for the most part we're gaming.
On my way.
That's where Khan's looking a little bit sus right now. He's eyeing me up. Okay, I'm getting close to decap, and I would love to finish it. Okay, I'm gonna go back and finish it. 17 gold for it, might as well. And then once I have it, I'm gonna have a ridiculous amount of AP. 479 non-ulted. Oh my, oh my. That is pretty insane.
It's nearly time.
Oh yeah, I forgot to mention my shards. I'm running 2 AP and health per level. For as much obnoxious AP as possible, I just want to kind of run in and kill these guys. I'm going to be honest, I kind of just want to go. I'll wait for my boys, though. Ooh. Hi, buddy. I'll die. He burns the poison. Cassio, that's adorable. Get your ass in there. I have 614 AP. I'm just gonna keep running at him. What are they gonna do? What are they gonna do? What are they gonna do? And the Triumph rocks are so clutch, it just keeps you nice and healed while you're going absolutely berserk like this. Big fan of this build, honestly. The only bad part of this build is if you're playing versus like a Fiora or a Camille or a Vayne, Aftershock loses so much value because you just don't have like... Wait, I'm gonna destroy this tower with Demolish here, watch this.
Your team has destroyed an inhibitor.
Bang! Aftershock loses a lot of value versus true damage champions because it resistances don't mean anything versus true damage. I am chunking that tower. Oh my. Ah! They finally got me. Damn. Damn. Anathema was reduced quite a bit of damage from him there. But it wasn't enough. I tried to get out of range of it. I could have tried to dodge it more, I guess, but whatever, it's fine. We're chilling. Oh no, we got Dragon 25. My boys. Yeah, hate to see it. It's okay. I'll buy an Elixir of Sorcery. If we lose one drag, whatever, it's fine. We can just group for bot. Will they go Dragon here? Do they have the brain power? They do. Okay, I have 500 AP non-ulted. So with ult, it's 600, a little more than that. I'll be up in the 700s probably with my ultimate, if you consider death cap. We'll be pretty up there.
It's nearly time.
Honestly, I can just run at them again here. I'm not super convinced that they can stop me. Can be a bit reasonable though. I'm not super fast that I can't look for a flank. But if like we just force, then how are they gonna? They're probably right in there. Oh no? Okay. Let's just go bottom then. We can rotate over. Are they gonna be able to stop us? I think the answer is no. Let's walk over here and see what happens. I've Ghost in 45 as well. They are trying to kill me and they're having some trouble. Still have Chem Tank up if I need it. Dies to poison, maybe? He did die to poison. Aftershock is up. The fight lasted so long, I'm actually out of ultimate here. But we have to deal with super so we can grab this inhibitor here. Nice, that's good. Let me back off here. Look for a Baron or look for a third. Ooh. Goodbye. I can't get my hands on the Jhin though. That's like the annoying part. I think Yone might get him here. The Jhin he's just so pesky. Oh, the arrow. Oh, rip. Oh, Kennen, you are just having a really bad day, aren't you, man? No! I can't stop him. Oh man, a lot of physical. So honestly, what we could do, if I wanted to, I could sell the anathemas and just go for Randuin's. I think I may do that. Yeah, let's do that. Randuin's is good here. Frozen Heart's good too versus him. Randuin's only like gives you the anti-crit whenever you actually pop it on them. But I think this is fine. And if I wanted to, I could even sell the Sorcerer Elixir and go Iron instead if I just really wanted to get a little sweaty with it. But now, I have Randuin's for the Jhin, which is good. Also, I think a more reasonable option would have been to just sell the Death Cap and buy Randuin's on that slot instead and just get tankier, but I think we're fine here. A little bit of AP isn't going to hurt anyone. You can do any combination of whatever you think is going to give you the best chance to like win the game. Okay, we should force this on spawn, or at least look for the good play. Oh, he might be in trouble here. We gotta run a Baron. We gotta run here, boys. He has Flash. Ah, rip, we gotta go Baron. They're gonna force it here. I'm walking up. They are not forcing it. Interesting. If they would, for sure. With the Thresh dead. I think I might be a little bit much of a problem for her. Okay, she'll go down, no problem, whatever, just let her die. I'm gonna keep running at Jhin until I get him. Hello, I'm coming! I'm coming, Mr. Jhin. Aftershock, poke him out of my team. Ooh! Run out of it here. Okay, massive Triumph proc, holy shit. I'll grab this dragon. Actually, can we end? We probably could end. I'm gonna grab this dragon, though. Good luck, boys. You guys enjoy that. Not gonna chance it. That's a good chance it, but Mountain Dragon with this would be hilarious. Okay, nice. Well, if he didn't do that, it was endable. But we'll just go for this instead. The Kane's up in 5, but we have this in 8, so we should be okay. Just gonna watch out for the Jhin W. Kane's walking down, but I'm pretty sure we just have this. Nice, okay. I'm gonna go back. I'm going to buy one more Elixir of Iron. I have Ghost up next fight as well, which is good. And I think we just... Oh, I need to heal up to full, actually. It looks like I'm almost full, but that's 500 HP right there. Holy crap. 90% of my health bar, if 10% is missing, it's 500 HP. Kind of wild. Yeah, I have Ghost next fight. I'm gonna try and get that Jhin. I'm gonna just run at him. I might have to the cast. You have to be careful, though. Can't forget about her. Because she's also a bit of a damage threat now, too. Okay, their bot inhib is coming up. That super minion bottom is the last one that's gonna spawn. Ow. Wow, that's half my HP. Sheesh. They are really trying to kill me here, man. And it cost them everything. See ya, Jhin. Like I said, they focused me and they couldn't kill me. With any other build, you just die there, Singed. They just kill you, but they had quite a hard time with me there. Wait, what just hit me? Something just... Was that a grenade? A Jhin Q that just hit me, like, across the map after he died? It was, wasn't it? I moved so fast that it just didn't hit me for a long time. Nice, love to see it. Yeah, I'll show you guys some rune stats and stuff like that, some post game, and I will show you guys like just how valuable the aftershock with the full resistance setup can be, but quite nice. And I've been running this build in top lane and high elo, and it's been actually working quite well. You're just way harder to kill, and I think that just gives it so much more merit. All right, let's see match history. Graph. So I actually had around 60k damage dealt. I had more than the Jhin, who had also around 60k. But Aftershock mitigated about 2.7k, which is quite nice. And then overall, you can see, dude, I had 800 gold from Triumph. Yeah, what a rune, what a rune. All right, guys, hope you enjoyed that one. We will walk on to the next build. Thank you for watching, and I appreciate it. Alright guys, here is another not to name method of playing Singed. This one is going to be the full AP Dark Harvest. I'm going to put my Summoner Spell Tracker up there. for our investors, you guys can see it. But it is a semi-new, not so new, kind of new setup. I used to do this one a lot back in Season 9, because there's a lot of like squishy range top laners back then. But nowadays it's like a little bit more balanced out. There's some melee, there's some range, but this setup is really good against definitely squishier teams. And even with durability up, a lot of people are still running like a lot squishier team comps than what they probably should be running. So there's definitely games where if you prefer the Dark Harvest setup, you can actually still go it. Because people ask me about this all the time because I used to run it so much. They're like, Minish, what'd you do with the Dark Harvest setup? Can you still run it? Is it still good? Is it still playable? Is it still viable? The answer is yes, it is still playable, it is still viable. But the build you have to do is a little different now. You have to go Demonic into Rocket Belt, and there is not really any room for flexibility. So the reason why Demonic is one of your highest DPS items, and Rocket Belt exists to give you Engage, two things which you need desperately to make this build work. So you go for Rocket Belt, you go for Demonic, then you go for Rocket Belt. You have double mobility summoners to get through the fight, and then you're trying to like get as much AP damage done as possible, as much AoE as possible, and just trying to pop your I think I'm okay. Wait, I get Dark Harvest proc there, nice. Can I recall here? Yeah, he has to push one more wave. I can probably recall here and be fine. But you're trying to just get as much damage done as possible with your AoE, with your poison, and then you want to get as many Dark Harvest stacks as possible, and then eventually your Dark Harvest just starts popping people, and you're chilling. Renekton, a little tough here. He's a little tough. Now, this build is not the greatest for lane. I will tell you that right now. It is not the strongest in lane at all. They'll recognize you have Dark Harvest, and they will play aggro if they're smart. Just like that. But the scaling on this build, your ability to eventually just one-shot people is actually like ridiculously high with this setup. So, something to consider. You are playing very, very much for the mid to late game with this, but your ability to get kills and actually like start snowballing in mid to late game is quite high. Assuming you don't get astronomically far behind early. If you get too far behind too early, then you can be kind of screwed. But if you're careful, and you can get away with it, if you manage to like not get solo killed, like I just gave up a wave so I didn't get solo killed, and you can get through early, then you're usually pretty chillin'. Something to consider, guys. He actually loses a few minions here for not teleporting. He greeted with the CP. I don't think he thought I could push that fast. Or I don't think he thought I could push that fast. Alright, fling that guy. I said the same thing twice, didn't I? Sorry, it's been a long day. We're chilling. Grab this. My cat. You know what? We're not gonna call attention to it. It didn't happen. I didn't need that cannon anyways. I kind of did, but it's fine. You also want to go Stork Shoes with this. Stork Shoes is like pretty recommended with this. If he over engages, then we're gonna look for Flash. Ooh. No! I don't think he kills us though. I could have probably just totally saved my ghost and been fine.
I hear you.
Yeah, we're looking for Stork Shoes with this. I'm gonna go, do I want to go Corrupting Potion? I think I do early on here. I do want the old sea pot here.
An enemy has been slain.
Just for mana. You want Stork Shoes, Demonic, and Rocket Belt. That's like your 3-item core. And then after that, you can go pretty much whatever you want. I like, Death Cap, Shadow Flame. You're going really hard for damage here. If you want to go Rhylize, that's totally fine, and you can. And it makes your poison a bit more consistent. Can Rammus actually get a kill here? There's no way, right? Whoa, almost. Also, a few minions there. No big deal. We're chilling. I was gonna get a kill there, but he didn't. Rammus can be pretty annoying as the game goes on. We'll see how that goes. Because Rammus is a champion that can actually just lock you down and stop you from running through the team and flashing through people. Like, if you flash and then you get taunted, you're just... have fun. Have fun. You're missing CS, bro. Nice, good job. Good job, buddy. He wants to stop the proxy, but it kind of scared him a little bit. Okay, he's level 6, we'll let it push up. No problem. I think that there is a pink in that bush. I'm gonna try and make sure that I can... If it's not a pink, it's just a normal ward. It's a normal ward. Yoink! See ya!
I hear you.
Not trying to go too crazy here before I have level 6. He wants to zone, but if he tries to do this too much, then I'm gonna get a Dark Harvest proc off of him. Sometimes dying for the Dark Harvest proc is worth it too, because if you consider it's like permanent damage added to your kit, then yeah, it's kind of worth it.
It's nearly
Something to consider. If I get a good fling, I can just run through the poison, or poison the wave and get level 6 here, so I think let's try that. He didn't react to me, so we're chilling. Ooh, I see a Shaco here. Can he? You can't jump! Oh, does he live? No way. Okay, I'm trying to get my C-plot charge here. Get some mana. I don't have any mana. Get him! Nice, let's go. The mana is such a problem here. But it actually worked out. Okay, I need this cannon to push up. I actually can't go for the tower here. Nice, let's go. Easy money. Another dank harvest proc.
Shut down.
Oh man, that's important. Oh shit. Time to run. Time to run. There's his TP. We'll go ahead and click that on the tracker. I'll drop a ward up there too in case he tries to walk through the river and scout for me, but I think we'll be fine. Okay, he has a little bit of AD now. I could totally rush Sork Shoes, and you'll see how much damage the Sork Shoes actually adds to your general singediness, but we're gonna go for a little bit of AP instead. AP is a bit more consistent to farm Dark Harvest procs, because usually with Sork Shoes, like, not having AP means that you're weaker in farming the wave, you're weaker in farming the wave, they're more aggressive to trade, they're more aggressive to trade, then you lose the trade. But sometimes you can get away with the Sork Shoes rush. And it's really good, especially if you're just like a level or two ahead. Then Sork Shoes gives you a ton of value. Because you're just using the stats from your level up to like win the trade basically instead of having AP. But this guy's a little bit ahead in EXP even still, so we gotta be careful. If he walks up, I get a Dark Harvest proc off of him here. Yep, there it is. I have ult in 7, I can just aggro on this guy too. Oh, he knows. Oh, he knows he's backing off. Okay, if he walks through here, we're gonna look for him. Bro, what are you doing? Okay, bye. He did not respect the Dark Harvest damage. He did not respect the Singed. Teach him a lesson. His TP is down, so we can just look for plates here. Get nice and fed, nice and juicy. If he does the Blade of the Ruin King build, which I think he is, Dark Harvest is so good versus squishy like assassin type champions. Because they expect you to be like a normal Singe and just run into your poison like, oh, it's gonna be a while before he deals damage. Ah, no! Okay, I'm fine. I thought it was in tower range and I was gonna get taunted, but I'm chilling. Okay, there's his ult. I see Renekton up there. I have two choices here. I can continue to build towards Demonic, or I can just go for my Sork Shoes right now, which I might do that instead. Yeah, he has Null Magic Mantle, so we're gonna go ahead and look for Sork Shoes now. To help counter some of that Null Magic Mantle. It doesn't counter it fully, but it removes a lot of it, which is quite nice. We backed on a Cannon Wave too, so we should get most of the wave because it takes him a bit longer to farm Cannon. So I think overall we are chilling. I just realized we have both wind shitters on my team. I feel kind of gross. I have some weirdo champion. I have Shaco on my team. That's pretty cool. Shaco's a weirdo. Ah, we're chilling. We're gaming. Okay, grab that. I was down about 15 CS earlier, and I'm down 2. I'm going to be up a few actually here. Sork Shoes is quite nice to push towers with too. Because towers have armor and MR, so Sork Shoes gives you a little bit of magic pen, helps you hit a little bit harder. It's like noticeably harder actually. Look at that. Bang. Bang! Oh, he bought the Merc Dreads. Oh, he doesn't want the smoke, literally. He don't want no smoke. Alright. Alright, come here, Renekton. Let me fling you. Let me fling you. Okay, I don't want to walk under a tower while he's underneath there, so we'll just go ahead and look for a little proxy action here. The jungle camps also have a little bit of MR. I think the Krugs do. Yeah, they have 20. So Sork Shoes has 18 M-Pen. It reduces it down to 2. And then you're pretty much chilling after that. Next wave is a Cannon Wave, though, so we're going to wait to actually go for the camp. We're going to look for the wave to push up to the tower. Then we're going to look for the tower plating. He knows I'm walking back over here, so hopefully he walks under tower. Back it up. Back it up, boy.
An enemy has been
Then
slain.
Cannon should push this a bit, which is good. Nice, let's go. That is how you farm a plate that someone's guarding is singed. Use the proxy to your advantage. And yeah, the Sword Shoes helps me kill this a lot faster. He knows I'm doing it, he sees me over here, but can he stop me? Wait, did their team leave? Oh no. Oh no. The little ones don't have MR though, so the little ones don't really get affected by Sword Shoes. Those big ones though, you know, watch out for those. That was the hardest one to kill anyway, so. Okay, grab this.
To shake or not to shake.
Counteract and stop me. Not yet. Okay, I have Demonic on back. We can look for a kill. Okay, there's Demonic. And I am completely unafraid of Renekton now because I'm just going to do way more damage than him in the 1v1 with Demonic and Stork Shoes. Once I have Rocket Belt, we have even more damage. Oh, it did not leave. Nice, okay. Nice, 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 nice. Looks like Ryze wants this mid. Wait, Ryze with Demolish? I've truly seen it all. Truly, I've seen it all. Oh, rip the homie.
Shut down.
At least Rammus got it, that's fine.
I hear you.
Okay, watch the poison poke here. Oh, it's so noticeable. Oh, it's so noticeable. We lost so much HP. Renekton, you having some problems, buddy? If he had a good fling, then he's super chunked. You can also maybe just bully him here. Grab a Dark Harvest proc here. Easy money. There it is. Look at that chunkaroo. You can't kill him, I got stunned, but that's okay. I'm just trying to bully.
It's nearly time.
Mostly trying to push him off the tower. He's not really wanting to do it. Ooh. He has an empowered Q here. I think he dies. Poison, poison. Stork Shoes, Stork Shoes. Okay, wait for these to wear off. I'm gonna go back in. See ya. Easy money, baby.
An ally has been slain.
Okay, his TP is up, but I should have enough time to kill this. His spawn timer is 30 or 25. Let's grab tower here.
Down.
Oh shit. The boys. That's okay. Close games are good. Good for education.
To shake or not.
Ooh, the spooky shake. I love to see it. As you can see in the 1v1, you definitely do a lot of damage. It's a decent side lane build. No, if you're gonna side lane though, you wanna go Riftmaker with this. But I'm not going Riftmakers. I want mobility just to blow people up. But if you do want to side lane with a super heavy AP Magic Pen build, then you can. But you have to go Riftmaker. Side laning meaning that you're trying to like be in the side lane mid to late game versus like a Tryndamere or a Gwen or Fiora or something like that. Then that's very useful. But if you're just like early game, you know, early game woes. So this is 25 AP. This is 60 AP. I'm going for the 60 AP. But if you're versus just like any other non-super strong side laner, then you can go Rocket Belt and be fine. And Rocket Belt's honestly preferred because you get the flat M pen. But Riftmaker is very good in the side lane. And Riftmaker, honestly, is no joke either with Dark Harvest. It will make your Dark Harvest proc as well. My Yasuo with a Herald. Ooh, Yone.
It's nearly time.
Dark Harvest proc for me here. Goodbye, Chief. Did I get it? Come on. No, he's tankier. I didn't get it. Oh, he's so low too. That's pain. I can maybe do a little bit of gaming here though. Grab the little ones hopefully out from under him. Very nice, very nice. I see Rammus. I'm not really afraid. One of them will probably die if they engage on me. Probably not Rammus. Then once you get Belt, you get pretty crazy with this. Okay. So Look for mid. Oh, that Rise is, he's a bit of a problem, isn't he? Moly. Not anymore. Nice. Wait, Rammus is a bit of a problem. Oh, jeez. Here's our Nectin TP, gotta watch out for him. Yoink! Oh no, I didn't steal it. No, Yasuo! My buddy, my pal. Ooh. Ooh, got Dark Harvest proc. We got a Shaco here. He's grounded. Get him, Lulu. Nice! That is a Dark Seal stack for me. And bear in mind, oh, I'm dodging these hooks. You can totally go for Magi's if you need to with this build, but oh shit, that's a little scary. Wait a sec. Nope, I can't walk over there. Gotta walk left. We're chilling, we're okay. We got Dragon in minute 10. We'll look for that. Hey, Rammus is very annoying. Definitely have to respect Rammus a bit. We'll back here. I could, if I'm being greedy, I could go for this top wave and just crash it again. But I think we're fine. I think we're okay. Okay, I have Ghost next fight too, which is useful. 6 Dark Harvest stacks. Once I get a few on Senna and Thresh, then that'll be really nice too. Not Senna, sorry, Samira. Samira is the easiest one on their team to stack it on, because she's just squishy. Ooh, the ultimate interrupt. Did you know that Singed Fling does not interrupt her ultimate, even though like it totally should? Ooh, rip. Can I... Oh shit! Lulu just got him. Lulu's a gamer here. What's up, Renekton? How you doing, buddy? Oh shit. The awkward wave placement. I'm gonna go for this drag. Can we get it? Oh, I think we can. Let's go for it. Dragon has magic resistance too, so it is affected by Magic Pen. Look how fast we're melting it. Normally Singed cannot do Dragon this quickly, but with Sork Shoes, it's so noticeable the amount of DPS that you have. Yeah, look at 1600 damage to Dragon there. That is normally not possible. Okay, we have Rocket Belt now. Even more M-Pen, giving me 6 plus 5, so 9 M-Pen. Or 11, math is not my strong suit. But we're chilling, that's good. Also, 90 AP is huge. That's the most AP you can get off of one flat mythic. You can eventually get more AP off of like Riftmaker or something like that, but for the one item buy, 90 flat is quite good. Rammus is... he's really giving them a hard time. But thankfully we will shred him. He's just gonna go heavier armor, so the magic damage will be quite juicy here. Come on, Rammus, what do you got? You know you want to walk through here. Hi, buddy. Just want a Dark Harvest proc here. Come on. Yes, there we go. Worth the ultimate? Honestly, probably.
An enemy has been slain.
Go farm top here. Juicy wave. We got bottom here. That's good. I want that Rammus to know that I can kill him if I want to. Send a message, but you want to really look for the easy Dark Harvest procs with this build, so you can scale into mid-late. Having Dark Harvest is quite important. Like, it's not completely mandatory because some games you just can't find them, but it helps a lot when you're going into mid-late just to have that little bit of extra damage stacked up from your Dark Harvest. Back it up here. So at plus 8 right now, very good. 127 damage each. Once you have death, this actually scales with death cap as well. So if you go death cap, then you can just bonk them. Oh no, Rammus is just waiting for the taunt. Oh boy, painful, painful for my guy. Shocked that my poison didn't take that. It's okay. So next item option, gonna be a lot of different things. Again, Rylai's, Shadow Flame, Void Staff, Death Cap, anything really. If you're super fed, go Death Cap at this point. I'm not super fed, so I'd probably go Rylai's instead. But you can get it with a lot of different stuff here. Shadow Flame if you just want to stack more pen. It's quite nice. Is there a Renekton in here? No, there's a Thresh though. Hi, buddy. I have a Shaco behind me. Maybe a little bit of aggro here. Maybe a little bit silly here. I have a homie with me. It's a ward in this bush. I think Rammus on the way, gotta be careful. Oh yeah, he's over the wall.
It's nearly time.
Okay, looking good. They're just so scared of me, like no one wants to fight me. I'm putting myself in super aggro positions too, and just no one wants to fight me. Oh, wait. Alright guys, so this playstyle you can run in mid or top lane. The previous, or I guess maybe not previous, but the Aftershock setup that I showed you, really you can only run in top lane, because in mid lane,
Minions have spawned.
excuse me, you're not going to make a whole lot of use of it. The rune anyways, but here with the Dark Harvest setup, Dark Harvest full AP, you can run in mid or top lane depending. Really good versus melee champions who have a harder time poking you down. This game, I'm running Dark Harvest, Taste of Blood, Eyeball, Ultimate Hunter, Absolute Focus, and Gathering Storm. You can actually run Nimbus Celerity if you want. You do not have to run Absolute Focus, Gathering Storm. I'm doing it because I'm greedy with the setup. And I think with the one tap burst potential of this with Absolute Focus, Gathering Storm on the first target in the fight is actually so high that it's worth it. And you'll see that as the game goes on. You don't have to go Rocket Belt with this. I recommend going Rocket Belt for the upfront burst damage, but you can go Demonic Riftmaker, Demonic Rocket Belt. You can go like Demonic, I guess Rylai's too if you want, but highly recommend going Demonic into Mythic for this. This game I might actually go Riftmaker because they have triple melee. I'm not sure. It's usually not the case. Usually it's like a max of 1 or 2 melee. We can get a Dark Harvest proc off this guy here. The aggro trade early is worth it. Yeah, we got the flash too, actually. He wasn't ready for that. He didn't expect, he was like, he saw the Dark Harvest, he's like, oh god, he's got Dark Harvest, I gotta run. But the whole point of the Dark Harvest setup is so that you can just get as much damage as possible on one target and spread your poison. Then as that one target dies, your Dark Harvest will start popping, it'll start resetting, and you'll start popping everybody else. That is the idea. It is the complete opposite of playing the Aftershock setup. You're going heavy offense here. You are not worrying about survivability as much. If you even trade 1 for 1, that 1 for 1, if you spreaded poison, will end up being like 1 for 4 sometimes. Like, it is different. The Dark Harvest setup, I don't recommend unless you're like familiar with Singed. It can be quite hard if you don't know your limits on the champion. Once you know your limits on the champion and you know how Singed like kind of works, you can get away with it a lot better and more often. But it is definitely one of the harder setups to play on Singed because you're so squishy, and if you don't know your limits, then you have a hard time. And there's no tenacity in there as well. With the lack of tenacity, it does make this quite hard for a lot of people. 7 AP off of Absolute Focus at level 4 is actually quite nice. You gotta admit, it's not bad. I am gonna be coming top here as well. I can maybe get him from under tower if he flashes. Ooh.
I hear you.
Can they push it in? Nope. Rip. I could have flashed for it before, but nah, it's not worth it. The tower would have stacked up and killed me, so, and that being a 1 for 1 zone, it's not worth it for the Gangplank. Oh, he's pushing up again. A little spooky to go for it, but it's okay, we're chilling. Oh, they're going for the bot crab for the Kindred mark. Let's go over there. See if we can stop him from taking it. See if we can help the Kindred here. They know I'm here. I'm kind of walking into a, oh, they're not here. Kindred, all you, buddy. There you go.
First blood.
Nice little chunky mark. We got Master E up top. Trying to dodge his Q here.
An ally has been slain.
Not a Dark Harvest proc for me. Oh, not quite. Close, but not quite. I still actually have Absolute Focus here, so we can push. There it is. That's what I wanted. Well, I lost Absolute Focus, but I got the Dark Harvest, so I'll call it worth, honestly. Not bad. No mark for Kindred too, that's nice. Oh, he's so low and I want to go for it, but I can't. He has Ignite, so I gotta respect it. Actually, this guy is being kind of greedy, man. See ya. Oh god, there's a Yi! Oh my god, so clutch. Holy shit. And assume he has no flash and go back in for the rest of the wave, because if he had flash, he would have gone on me there. Holy moly. Hey, you know what, Galio? That's what you get for trying to tank the wave. Oh, she stole it. It is nothing but pain for the Master Yi today. Nothing but pain. He actually has the only kill on their team, so he's not even feeling that much pain. So we're gonna actually rush Sork Shoes with this build. You don't have to rush Sork Shoes, bear in mind, but Sork Shoes is core. So you can go tier 1 boots and stick on them and just buy normal AP if you want. But one of the benefits of having an absolute focus is that you actually have a little bit of extra AP where you normally wouldn't. I would have had more if I just bought an Amp Tome or something, or even a blasting one there. But we're gonna go for the Sork Shoes and go for Magic Pen because Galio is gonna have a lot of MR naturally. If we get the fling on him, I want it to count. Yeah, he has 41 MR, so definitely want it to count. Don't want him to get away with anything for free. So we are grabbing the early Sorkies. And if he wants to contest the wave, then we fling him and potentially proc a Dark Harvest. Is that it? They get the proc? Oh, it's so close. Nah, he leveled up, damn. It's okay. He's missing some farm here, which is decent. He has Ignite, gotta be careful of the CC. It's so close in the Dark Harvest again. That's okay, we're chilling. We'll back it up here. By a little bit of AP. The AP will make the Magic Pen count for a lot more as well. It's just such an efficient stat for Singed that you normally just can't afford to buy because you're building for defense usually. But having that bit of AP and Magic Pen is just so nice. It makes your Poison Troll actually feel like an ability. And the main reason why Sork Shoes are not core on Singed is because usually if you buy them you die. But you're not trying to survive that long with this build, you're just trying to put as much damage on as fast as possible, so it is pretty nice for that reason. I was hoping he would walk over there, but he didn't. That's okay. We will chill. He's pretty low on mana. I don't even know if he can farm if I push him in. We'll see. Yeah, he recalled. He doesn't have TP, so. Early Sork Shoes is very good versus tower plates, by the way. You have 18 MP on Sork Shoes, and the tier 1 plate has 15 MR. So you kind of just shred that, basically. You're reducing it to 0 armor MR. Which is super nice. Probably even grab one more. Tier 2 has 50. Come on. He's giving me the plate? Alright, nice. We'll take it. I think he was waiting to try and get like a... Oh, I see the ward. He was waiting to try and get a knock-up on me, but I don't think he expected me to like pad the way that I did. Kind of awkward for him. Very nice. He has Hextech Alternator. Gotta be careful of that. If he uses it on me on cooldown, I can get poked down, but generally we're not worried too much about it right now. Okay, I'm looking for Blasting One on recall here. Looking for our Demonic. He's gonna look for Rocket Belt first, probably. Because he's Alternator, or he could go for Night Harvester as well. He could go for either or. But we want Rocket Belt second here. Or Riftmaker again. You can go either or here. We'll see how the game plays out and what we need. If we need a side lane more, then Riftmaker is definitely better versus Galio and versus, you know, Gangplank and Yi and stuff like that. But versus that bot lane, oh man, Rocket Belt is so good there. Hi, Yi. Don't think you guys are gonna get me here. Oh, they might still actually might come around. Gotta be careful. I see Yi. I see Galio too. They remember I put a ward down there, right? They know.
An enemy has been slain.
Alright, bye. He's scared of me. He doesn't want it. Nice. Triumph Rock as well on Kindred, so we're chilling. Yeah, in a situation like that with a Kindred ult, Riftmaker is super nice because then you pop out a Kindred ult with like a fully stacked Riftmaker. But right now we are not quite at that point, so we'll see how it goes. Oh, rip. I think Galio would go back up there, damn. I guess we got Crab at least, which is nice, but that is really unfortunate.
An ally has been slain.
I see you over there, we'll back out.
On my way.
Alright, let's get out of here, reset. I have a Giant Spell. Oh, did he see me in that bush? He walked right at me there. I wonder if you can carry Master E back to your fountain if you like recall while he's in alpha. That'd be so funny. Okay, so Gallia going down towards bot. Oh no, he's still here, he's chilling. Looking for a cheeky tower fling there. There's a lot of HP though. Gotta watch out for that. Plus, he'll block the initial fling damage with his magic shield. Something to consider. Nice little trade for me. Only did about 100 damage to him, but it's still not bad. He's trying to use that blue buff on the alternator on me. I respect it a bit. He can be a bit dumb with his cooldowns. What if I can fling him in here? I might be able to. Block the jump. Nice, let's go. Oh, they ganked top, damn. Okay, we'll look for mid plates here. If I can grab a drag here, I'm gonna ping it for Kindred. Trying to do as much damage to tower as possible before the Herald charges to save health on the Herald. And hopefully get a tier 2 charge.
On my way.
Okay, here's Z. We don't even want to save the Herald. Just let it charge and run away. Got drag 2, that's good. Mid tower is a little under half HP. So we're gaming. Okay. Grab Demonic. I'm thinking I might go Riftmaker this game. You can go Rockapel too, but I'm kind of thinking Rift. It's just that Yi and Galio and Gangplank are a lot better to deal with, or easier to deal with Riftmaker, but we'll play it out, see how it goes. I'm actually gonna go AP here. You have a choice with this build between AP and health, and I always recommend you go AP, because you were just playing heavily for damage. Okay, 155 AP with 1.3 items, so that's not too bad. 17 off Absolute Focus and 8 off Gathering Storm. Riftmaker is great for Absolute Focus too, actually, because you can just kind of maintain your HP level with it. Your burst is lower, your sustain damage is definitely higher, and your Dark Harvest will hit for a bit more, but your ability to just one-tap somebody's a little bit lower with that. Things to consider. Great versus poke like this too, though. I'll walk around and try and hold mid here. There he is. Can he stop me from taking this, though? Does he even know? That's the question. I don't think he does. He has no idea. The fool.
I hear you.
Oh. Goodbye, Yeet. We get the red. Oh, that's fantastic. Their volley might walk up. Gotta be careful.
On my way.
That single target burst. I'm walking down, buddy. Oh, they want you. They want you bad. She did get it nice. That Gangplank's looking a bit scary. Good thing we can one-shot him later, so I'm not super worried about it. Yeah, usually in the past you would run Ravenous Hunter with this build. The Ravenous Hunter, you know, was deleted from the game, so...
slain.
I'm walking down. I'm really far, though. Oh, Kindred's a gamer. Nice. Just a bit of a menace. I was hoping you'd like freak out and flash. Oh man, okay. So Soraka just spawned and Caitlyn is still dead. I can maybe look for this. At least some damage. Nope, there's Triss. Damn.
I hear you.
Ah, I'm warded out. You hate to see it. I don't even know if it's like necessarily that I'm warded, just the fact that like they can poke the bush with their abilities.
On my way.
It's like they might as well if they're there, right? Ooh, there's the Ash Arrow. Nice debate. Okay, do I want Rift Maker or Belt? We gotta choose right now. Alright, we'll go Rift this game.
It's nearly time.
Rifty Maker. But bear in mind, you can go Belt. This is a better Rift Maker game. Being flexible is important. The Belt would blow up Gangplank pretty fast. He's pretty squishy. Excuse me. Interesting farming. Wow, he kind of just dies, doesn't he? Love Kindred. Does very normal amounts of damage.
Has been slain. An ally has been slain.
I love the post-mortem Soraka ult. Oh man, love to see it. Late night hours. That's my excuse. What's yours? Okay, they're gonna look for Caitlyn here. I'm gonna walk over.
Your team has destroyed a turret.
She's just gaming.
Your team has destroyed a turret.
Oh no! No, they're fine. They're chilling. Okay, we're gonna find some blood here. See ya.
You have slain the enemy.
See ya. Thanks for the Dark Harvest procs, baby. He flashed. He was scared of the ghost. Love it. Got drag coming up. She has her mark right there. That's good.
It's nearly time.
Oh my. Okay, you got Rift Maker. Very decent. Then you're just gonna build for pure damage. Shadow Flame would be fantastic here, considering that they're not building that much MR, so Shadow Flame just brings them like to near 0 MR with my Sork Shoe setup. And Shadow Flame, because I'm not going for Rocket Belt for that M-Pen, having the M-Pen from Shadow Flame is quite good as well. Just overall a great buy here. There's a lot of different things we could go. Shadow Flame, Zhonya's is great with the setup too because it's just squishy, so Zhonya's give you some survivability. To try and fling her, I will probably die to the Galio. They're just so far up, it's just so juicy, you know? Yeah, I'm gonna walk into an Asher, I think. No! Come back, let me fling you! Oh, I hate to see it. Hello. Oh shit, time to run. Wait, she got popped by Dark Harvest. Does she die? Does he die? Big barrel. Nice, we got one. Nice. Ooh, arrow. Well, I'll take the FF.
Victory.
Alright, not too terrible. But yeah, you're generally just looking to blow up one person and then reset through the fight. Not the greatest examples there, but hey, we'll take it. So, hope you enjoyed that one. Alright guys, so here we have some mid lane Unsealed Spellbook. This game was played in Challenger, mostly Grandmaster, some Grandmaster players in this game, but Challenger Grandmaster players. Unsealed Spellbook, we have the exact same runes as with standard Unsealed Spellbook. We have Unsealed Spellbook, we have Perfect Timing, Future's Mark, Cosmic Insight, Nimbus Celerity, and the concept is when you're playing versus a melee champion, you can basically do what you do versus any other melee champion in mid lane. You just look to push the early waves. There's very few melee champions in mid lane that can actually keep up with you in mid lane whenever you start pushing waves early game like this. Irelia, she can if she walks with the wave to prevent you from cheese pushing, but what you'll notice is that a lot of top laners, sorry, a lot of mid laners, they're just not super like well versed in how to play versus Singed because they don't spend a lot of time playing versus champions. Like they don't know that you can do like level 1 cheese pushes like this. They don't know that you can just like pressure wave super hard like this early on. They're just not super aware. So Graves walks up for the gank and then she knows I can fling her into him. Immediately she flashes out, so we know that Irelia flashes down. Very good for us. We see Kha'Zix over here. I'm defending my Graves right now while we look for this camp. Just trying to keep them off of my Graves. Alright, so he smites it away from Kha'Zix. Very good. And then he's going to keep going for red. I'm going to walk back towards mid because I want her to push the wave and then get away with it. So we're going to look towards mid, and then I'm going to just push this right now. As long as Irelia is not going up to help him, to help her Kha'Zix, it should be fine mostly. Trying to not get hit by the E there, so she gets a free trade, pushing the wave in continuously. Trying to conserve some mana when I can, but still looking to push. Playing on the tower range here as best I can. Keeping in mind right now that Irelia just hit 4 stacks, so if she wants to go for the trade on me, she can. She hits the E, so I know that the long trade's coming, so I just go ahead and start walking back. If she decides to overcommit, we can fling her into our tower and look for an ignite play, but she decides to back off, so no big deal. We're gonna go ahead and chill. Looking for the recall here. If she doesn't push the wave super fast, then we can get the recall off and get back to lane in time. I see my wave is coming up, and she hasn't pushed the wave completely in yet, so I go ahead and recall. She knows I'm back now because she walked up to scout, but then I've already left the fountain, so I'm walking back up. Irelia can push the wave quite quick if she has enough mana to E the whole wave and then just Q through it, like she did just there. But because I recalled and bought boots, and because mid lane is a shorter lane, it is a lot easier for me to get back to the lane. Compared to top lane. If you take a recall like this in top lane, you basically have to be proxying. But in mid lane, you can get away with it because the lane is so short. And so you're just punished a lot less for taking greedy recalls like that, which is quite nice, because Singed is a champion. He kind of needs to go greedy recalls, right? So that's good. Our bot lane got dove, keeping in mind they need to go help them probably at some point. Pushing the wave in, just making sure that Irelia is being pressured the entire time, that she can't just leave the lane for free. Making sure that my jungler has vision, going to go up and ward. So I see the kill here, which is a good opportunity. I walk up for the gank, but then she puts a ward down, so I have to back off, unfortunately. Mana is a bit of an issue because early game Singed, you do spend quite a bit of mana to push. Alright, going up to clear the ward from my Darius here. He actually gets the full on Kayle, which is quite good. Gets a pretty heavy trade. Kha'Zix walks up. Then I walk up to help him. The kill walks up too for some reason, and then he gets the flash slow. She tries to flash over me, but then I have a ghost running already. Then I just walk up, fling ignite. We get the kill. Very nice. Here was a mistake by me. I did not notice the Irelia was walking up, so I got greedy for the creep wave. If I just backed off immediately, if I just listened to the Graves' pings, it would have been fine. But I got super greedy for the creep wave. I didn't know she was walking up, so my Batchy gets 2 kills there. Graves is spam pinging, so again, my bad. It was a pretty unfortunate death. Here, I think is where I muted it. Did I mute his pings here? I'm pretty sure I muted his pings at some point this game. Regardless, I go for the Tabby buy because they have a lot of AD on their team. They have Kha'Zix, Irelia, and Jinx, so Tabby is big value. What is it? Kayle will eventually go into AP. Early game she deals quite a bit of physical, but then she transitions into super heavy AP around level 6, and then level 11, even more AP. But for now, we are not super worried about Kayle, so Tabby should be fine. Honestly, until 16, we should be more than fine with Tabby. And even then, at that point, if Kayle's not getting one shot, then you have bigger problems to worry about. Misses the cannon there. Unfortunately, don't even need it. Who wants it? Not me. Irelia is charging her Q. I decided to back off because Kha'Zix shows, and then just... Usually, Irelia will never look to play that aggressively, and unless she knows she has kill pressure or an advantage, because it's not worth it for the champion to take a bad trade. Knowing that, I backed off. I saw Kha'Zix go back towards mid. Irelia is in that bush. We know where she is. Kha'Zix walking back towards top river. And then Irelia has a bit of freeze, so we're trying to not walk up too far because I know Kha'Zix is in the area. I think she goes for some aggression here. I'm not entirely sure if I remember correctly. Zilean with the level up there, super clutch. So if she decides to all in at level 6, and then he backs off. She knows that Zilean's there, but I can safely push a little bit. She goes a bit aggro again. I get the fling. My Graves is on dragon, unfortunately. So we actually oh, I just don't have enough damage right now, man. That level, if this was pre-nerf on the ultimate, she would have died there. But it is post-nerf, unfortunately, so I lose 10 AP there, which the extra 10 AP honestly would have made the difference, or would have killed her, and I lose a lot of kills now like that, unfortunately. So here comes Irelia. She ults me. I have to back off because if I stay in the ultimate range, I will die. We go ahead and recall, reset, run back towards mid. I have Amp Tome now, which is going to help quite a bit in terms of DPS. For that earlier fight, if I had an Amp Tome, she would have just died. But at the same time, like if I don't have Tabby, then you can make the argument that she can just kill you too, right? So something to consider. Overall, that level 1 ult nerf for Singed was quite brutal. But we keep going here. All right, pushed mid, and then I'm gonna look towards top again. Top is a good spot to roam if she's not warding, pinging on the way. Don't know for sure if she has wards, assuming she probably does because she backed off, and I'm assuming Irelia ping missing as well. I look mid and saw that she takes quite a bit of damage from holding the wave here, so I'm assuming that Kha'Zix is probably nearby, because she has no incentive to play like this if Kha'Zix isn't here, so trying to be super careful here, knowing that I have Ghost and Ignite if I get all in and ults up in 5, so we're going to go ahead and look to push. But if you don't have resources and someone freezes on you, you have to look to either roam or look to like not let them freeze in the first place. And if you're getting camped by the jungler, then your jungler needs to be counter ganking you or getting value elsewhere, otherwise it's going to be a pretty bad time. But if you're able to be dominant in your lane, then it's hard for them to look for the freeze. So it all comes back to having proper laning fundamentals. Because if you're laning poorly, then they can force really unfortunate freezes on you like that. But because I've been laning pretty well into the Irelia, she can look for a freeze, but it's not going to pan out for her super well because I can just kind of like break the freeze and be mostly fine. So here she's jumping onto me, just go for the fling, go for the disengage, dump all my potion charges because she took over half my HP there. That's just Irelia things. Right here you have to be very careful for Kha'Zix because Kha'Zix can jump over a wall right there while you're pinched and just go for the kill on you. Gotta be super careful. I see bot lanes fighting, I'm pinging on the way. I could stay mid and try and farm, but I see a play here because they poke down Sona very hard. Pop the ult, pop the ghost. Didn't get the assist on her, unfortunately, but I do fling the Jinx back into my team. Run away, and nice. We live. Looking to recall immediately so that I can get back to mid and help my mid tower not die from full HP. The Kha'Zix did do Herald while we were diving bottom. Something to bear in mind. I have 6 gold left for blasting wands, so I just go ahead and use Futures Market debt for blasting wands. One thing to bear in mind, oh, big play here by Darius. Darius walks up with a ghost, gets 5 stack on Irelia. Autos her again, W's her, I think he Qs her, and then bam, she lives for so long with the Darius bleed on her. Then Kha'Zix flashes on my Graves, Darius gets the auto R and then kills him with the bleed, very nice. But she lived forever with it on him. Or on her, unfortunately, kind of crazy. There's no way Singed could live that long with a Darius bleed on him, I'll tell you that much. Unless you proc like 5 Triumph procs, maybe you live that long. At least a full stack Darius bleed. But about Futures Market, so Futures Market works by, or I should say, the way that you know that Futures Market is giving you good value. The way that you know that you're making money off the rune, because it is essentially a gold generating rune. The way that you know that you're using Futures Market properly and not spending too much on going into debt is every time you leave the base with a negative gold using Futures Market, you incur a 50 gold fee. As long as your 50 gold fee added up over the amount of times you've used it does not exceed your lending total, which is the number you see in the corner on the runes, right now 200 gold total. As long as your amount of fees does not exceed that number, you have made money off the rune. If your amount of fees exceeds the rune, then you have lost money. Right here, I'm getting pinched by Irelia. They know that I'm here, so I'm going to go ahead and try and walk away. I guess I walked over ward whenever this is happening, but I need to back off. I fling her away. Walk towards my Graves, who pinks the bush. He knows that I'm in here because they assume they have the pincer or the pinch because Kha'Zix was there, but I popped the stopwatch at the last second. Perfect timing, a fatty double kill. Thankfully, Graves didn't get those. I popped the Singed emote and walk away. Pretty huge value there. If I was them, I would be super tilted, but it's perfect timing coming in. Very, very clutch there. Very nice. Yeah, I swapped to Smite specifically to steal a camp right there. Because I was like, well, there's 2 Raptor camps and there's 2 Wolf camps nearby mid. Or sorry, 2 Raptor camps and 2 Crab camps nearby mid, so I could just go for one of those. And then I went for the Raptor camp, and I assume I walked over Ward because she was right there. But that's okay. We grab Rylai's Rush. The reason for Rylai's Rush here is because it's great versus Kayle. It helps stop her from getting, you know, active in a fight. Great versus Kha'Zix if he jumps in, he gets slowed. It's great versus Sona if she walks up. It's great versus Irelia to help keep her slowed down whenever she's like in the middle of a fight. Demonic is okay versus their team, or sorry, Demonic is only okay as a first item rush against Irelia. Demonic is not great versus really anybody else on their team as first item, so for this game, Rylai's Rush is preferred. But if you just want to go for raw damage, then you totally could go for it. Right here, she hits the E on me, but I see the kill opportunity. She's in Rylai's poison. She's just not going to get away. She's permaslowed the entire time. She gets the R onto Graves, but it's actually very close, which I didn't expect it to be that close, but it ended up working out. He just kind of like walked up to her in melee range instead of letting me kite her out, but that's okay. As time goes on, Graves gets more and more tanky versus Irelia, which is nice. This is her biggest point in the game to actually get kills on him before he gets HP and before he gets like actual defensive stats. But the fact that you couldn't kill him there is very, very good. Zilean shows up to level me up. I'm gonna go ahead and back off. Or speed me up, sorry. Way back, I'm gonna go for either a, I think it was Demonic or Rocket Belt this game. I'm not exactly sure which one I went. Oh, I might have gone for Riftmaker too this game. I don't remember exactly. I think it was Demonic here. Yeah, looking for Demonic. But I'm 4-1-1. I'm 10 CS down in the Irelia. Not that big of a deal. Honestly, all things considered, could be a lot worse. We have a lot of value on our side here. Don't know where Kha'Zix is, and don't know where Sona was. She last showed mid, so I don't want to overcommit. I don't want to overstep and get ulted by Sona. You know, it's just not worth it. So we're going to chill a bit. We're going to try and farm what we can and not overextend while our ultimate's down. That's why I'm not just hard shoving all the way to the tower right now. I'm waiting for the wave to actually come into mid, then I'm going to shove slowly. Kind of like that, exactly like that. I see Sona going around the corner. One thing you can do sometimes versus supports who do that is you can put W down and cut them off. But we didn't really have anybody with me, so there's really no point in doing that. Tried to look for the Goofling there, couldn't find it unfortunately, but then Sona has a bit of a flank here, watching out for her, and I saw Kha'Zix down there on the map, so I'm pinging the Kha'Zix out right now too. And I see him walking over towards mid with Sona, so I'm trying to zone them out with poison right now. My Graves, for whatever reason, decides to walk up and then just gets completely caught, which really sucks, and then I try to fling the Sona. We couldn't exactly kill it, unfortunately. I got a clutch W to stop the Irelia from resetting, but overall, just not the best fight because my Graves is being really greedy. Graves was just a bit of a problem for us this game in general. He's just making kind of some bad decisions here and there, but that's okay. Got to deal with it. You're gonna have teammates like that. Unfortunately, sometimes I feel like I have a lot of teammates like that. What can you do? You know what I mean? That's the name of the game. Wish it wasn't like that, but here we are. Alright, going back, Giant's Belt buy. Giant's Belt buy is because their team has a lot of upfront burst damage, so Giant's Belt keeps me a bit more alive here. If I was further ahead, I'd go Blasting Wand into Amptome instead, or Blasting Wand into Ruby Crystal instead, but I'm not extremely far ahead, like I'm 4-1, but not like the most insanely fed, so we're gonna go for Giant's Bolt instead and look for some anti-burst. Right here, this part is a little annoying because I need to be matching the Irelia, and they're purposefully putting Kayle in bot lane so she can farm away from Darius because Darius can run her down every time she walks up, basically. If she's not playing perfectly, Darius can kill her every time. Whereas with Singed, it's a bit harder because I lack burst damage. And Darius has sustained damage and burst damage, so he can actually just kill her from full HP. With Singed, it's a bit different because the amount of damage that you put out in early game is kind of low. And then if you can't actually DPS her down, then she just kills you instead, right? So that's why they're looking for this lane swap. And I tried for a while to like get back versus the Irelia matchup. But the reason why they're putting Kayle versus Singed is because they know that Singed has poor kill pressure versus Kayle at this stage in the game. Because she turns ranged, and just because like she has her ultimate, and she's just it is what it is, right? If you get into range of Kayle and you try to fight her with Singed, only Rylai, she's gonna either get away or turn and kill you. So, not looking to stay bottom, looking to roam with my team here, looking to walk up. I get a nice cutoff here against enemy team. Get the Jinx fling. I pop the cleanse right there to make sure that I don't get stuck in her traps. I can actually get the fling, which is quite good. Cleanse from Spellbook, I should say. We saw Sona ran somewhere. I didn't exactly see where she went, but the kill is over pushing bottom, so I'm running from mid all the way to bottom. Ult is still running, so I have a little bit of movement speed here. Put the W down, try and cut her off. She's going to kite in the bush, so I pop Ignite for vision. Fling her way back towards my tower. Graves walks up. And she goes down. Very nice. Make sure I snipe that cannon from him, too. Alright, so far looking very good. Yeah, as you can see, you can totally run Spellbook in mid. You don't have to run Predator in mid if you don't want to. You can. It's not bad, but you can absolutely totally run Spellbook versus this, and it's fine for the most part. I wouldn't worry too much about it. It is viable, and if you'd rather run, you know, Dark Harvest, or if you'd rather run Conquer, or if you'd rather run... Hell, you could probably even run Aftershock. Like, I know in the Aftershock part I said that you probably shouldn't, but you could versus like a melee matchup. The thing is, you can't guarantee it's going to be a melee champion in mid lane every time. So here, a bit of a greedy recall. Kha'Zix jumps on me, but because of Rylai's, he is forced to flash to finish me off, so that's quite good. Now Kha'Zix's flash is down, which does suck for him. My Graves actually takes the portal through, which is a little bit greedy by him because we just saw Kha'Zix over there. So definitely not the greatest of my Graves here. He flashes, ults out, he gets the Zillion ult. Then this is actually smart by him. He eats the Jinx rocket on purpose, so he gets the Zillion revive and then jumps out. But at this point, they've used basically all of their resources. The Kha'Zix ulted and flashed on me. I really just use a lot of resources there, and then Jinx rocket's down, and they just don't have enough resources to keep up with my team here. So, team, being kind of smart for once, forces the dragon to get the dragon because they just burned everything with Zillion ult. How OP is that Zillion champion, by the way? Zillion's kind of crazy. There's been a lot more conversation recently about Zillion as a champion, how he's just kind of like low-key super busted, and I tend to kind of agree. Zillion does seem kind of spooky OP a lot of the time. It's especially, you notice it more when you're playing against him. Like the type of crazy stuff that Zillion can do. He can just make you commit to a pick, but then all of a sudden it's not a pick, and then you're trapped in bombs, and then you're just dead. You're CC by the enemy team, and then they come out of their revive, and then he speeds them up to like 9 million movement speed, and then you can't even finish them off again. It's just, oh my god, it's Zillion, man. What a champion. Right here, I just let Kha'Zix walk on the bush. I am looking to finish my Demonic as soon as possible. This is a bit of a greedy play by Graves, and this Graves goes for a lot of these greedy plays. He gets flashed on by Sona. Then he actually almost kills her, and I didn't realize that he would live that long. Otherwise, I probably would have committed to Sona sooner, but I don't think it would have mattered anyways. He was going to die no matter what. I get out because they couldn't kill me. They blew everything on Graves. Better target selection, you know, honestly, getting the Graves there makes a bit more of a difference for them. But on the bright side, this lets me farm more. And notice how they're still matching the kill into me. You don't want to let the enemy team do this if you can avoid it. If you can keep your proper matchup, then you should. The reason why, again, they're matching Kayle is because Kayle has an easier time in the side lane versus Singed than Darius. Darius can run the Kayle down, and Darius has a much harder time versus Irelia in the 1v1. Notice I'm pinging Darius to go top, and I'm pinging me to go bottom because I want to match the Irelia. Because Irelia can solo kill Darius, but she can't solo kill me as easily, and Kayle cannot die to me as easily while she can die to Darius more easily. So, just a good swap to have. Here, I'm just kiting out the Krugs, killing him with poison and fling. Trying to get ready for that bot when we crash into the tower. I noticed that my team drops Herald mid, so I have two choices here. I can go bottom and push the wave, or I can go walk with my Herald here. Either or. I noticed that they're not even like really pushing with their Herald, so they're not committing to it, so I'm just gonna go ahead and push bottom here. If they were committing it to it hard, I'd probably walked up, but not the worst thing in the world. So Graves snipes the Sona, he gets the Zillion ult. Prop the teleport. Just running away. So this is where the fight turns kind of bad for us. It starts out pretty good, but then it turns out kind of bad because we get kited out, unfortunately. And then the Darius loses his resets. They're walking into Rylai's poison right now, but it's so close and it's so hard to actually finish the fight. So we back out. The Jinx W could have been really bad there. Gotta be careful. Look to finish Crab. Very nice. Then we're gonna go ahead and recall and reset. So you have to consider right here, is it worth it to debt for the Ruby Crystal? I decided not to because it's minus 33 gold, and if you're that close, it's probably not worth it to lose an extra 50 for the Ruby Crystal. Zillion being a homie speeding me up, and not to mention the fact that Zillion can, not only can he revive, but he can like give your entire team XP too. Is like, you guys should have been here. I know most of you didn't play League since like season 1. But the OG Zillion had a permanent global, swear to God, permanent global aura buff where your whole team would get bonus XP on everything. Kills, minion kills, monsters, jungle, dragon, baron, everything. You just get bonus XP forever. Right here, we tried to cut off the Aurelia, and then they collapse on me. Thankfully, Relyze just keeps them stuck forever, and then Darius walks up. He commits to the kill with me. He gets the kill on Aurelia, gets the kill on Kha'Zix, and then Sona walks up, and then Sona is just gonna be doomed. The Graves here was really irritating because he, for whatever reason, was pushing top, and then just like didn't stop whenever we had a free Baron here. Essentially, he just wanted to be a hero and then push. So then Graves ended up dying, and then we had to walk back towards Dragon ourselves. Not the biggest deal in the world. It is Dragon Soul, and I didn't want to lose it, but it's a 4v5 now, and so they probably just have a huge advantage in trying to force it, which does suck. I don't have Smite either, so it's going to be a very, very awkward fight, if we even fight. Item-wise, I think here I'm looking for Riftmaker, looking at that team comp, but Rocket Belt would be decent too, and Chemsync would be okay as well. Couldn't defend, unfortunately. What can you do?
Life has but your death.
Right here, what I'm doing is I'm just shadowing the Jhin. If someone jumps on him from mid lane, then I'm around the corner ready to like counter gank it, basically. You have to use your AD carries as bait sometimes in the mid late game. So right there, they definitely know where Jhin is because the Kha'Zix is looking for it. So there's definitely a ward near where he was standing. Using my knowledge of where the enemy team just was, I'm gonna walk up and push mid in a very, very aggressive, greedy fashion. So Kale's still pushing bottom. Darius is going to walk over and try and defend it. We have the collapse on her as well, so I'm going to go ahead and go the long way around and try and collapse on the Kale. I'm walking over here because she wants to. I'm walking over here because she wants to go through that portal to like try and exit and escape that way, but they just kill her. So ends up working out just fine. We're going to go ahead and ping Baron again because Kale's dead. My Graves walks up, gets clapped. We have the Zillion ult, thankfully, which is quite good. Darius walks up with Ghost and Zillion R, gets a nice start to the fight. We throw Aurelia in, and then my team deals with her. I get jumped on my Kha'Zix, they flash out. Darius walks back in, gets the reset. Ult, kill, with the Zillion speed up. God, Zillion just breaks the game. He kept Graves alive when my Graves was being a troll and just face checked the bush. He sped me and Darius up, mostly Darius, but he sped us up so we could just get into the enemy team. Applies good CC. He levels up Darius there again, which is like absolutely absurd. But looking good, we got the Baron here. Not too bad, going ahead and recall. So selling the potion, I believe I went for, did I go for Riftmaker or Rocket Belt? So we're buying Rocket Belt components here. I thought I went for Riftmaker this game, but it was Rocket Belt components. No big deal. They are both quite good here. Sometimes a lot of Singed optimizations like that. You just whatever is good here. Both work just fine. But here we're looking to fix the side waves. Then we're going to go ahead and go wherever Jhin goes because Jhin is our main siege tool. Because we don't have teleport, we really don't want to overcommit to a side lane if we don't have to. All right, looking good.
On my way.
Not pushing the side lane too much because I know they're going to try and engage on Jhin. That's like their main winning play. CLA walking towards top, but trying to just be in mid to defend my Jhin because, again, if they kill Jhin, then our siege is doomed, essentially. I see Jhin and Zillion walking towards bottom, so I'm not trying to overpush mid too much. Graves is making a... That is a mistake. Any team could have jumped on that. But walking through that alleyway is really bad because they can ward that and they can just keep vision of it and then try and catch whoever jumps through there. He eats quite a bit of damage. I think the Kha'Zix got poked pretty hard too. Maybe he can't use HP bar. Yeah, kind of, not really. But we get poked down super hard here, I think. Yep, getting poked. Have to run away. That Jinx rocket didn't kill anybody, which is a bit of a miracle. And we need to just run in and reset here. The dragon's coming up in 35, so I'm making sure my team knows that. That's the plan. Rocket Belt in 45 gold. Sell the stopwatch, or the used stopwatch. Buy Rocket Belt. Everyone goes through the portal. Everyone runs back towards dragon. Baron recall is great. Heal the full almost instantly. 4-second recall. This is Hextech Soul, I believe. Yeah, it is. Alright, Graves walking up, eating some poke. Right here I see an opportunity because they're all clustered on the portal. And then I jump through the fight, basically. Not perfect. If we fought towards the left a bit more, I would have poisoned 5 people. But the reason why I went through the portal was because they were all clustered around it, and then I got a nice little flank and forced them into my team. Then the FF, so hope you enjoy that one. It was a pretty fun game. A few frustrating moments, but again, mid-singed with Spellbook, totally viable, totally playable. Doesn't matter really if it's melee or range. It's better versus melee, but Singed is always better versus melee. Something to bear in mind as you try some of these new builds that are being shown. And we'll move on to the next one. So thank you guys, much appreciated. Alright guys, I have an example here of a top lane Unsealed Spellbook game with a boot start versus Gnar. So the runes here are Unsealed Spellbook, Perfect Timing, Futures Market, and then Cosmic Insight, Nimbus, and Celerity. So you're taking Futures Market here to essentially rush boots as fast as possible and try and get momentum on the map. That Swiftness boots rushing with Singe with Nimbus Celerity is very, very, very good for building momentum. And what I mean by momentum is you're essentially looking to like just get to your lane, push your wave, proxy a wave, recall, and you're trying to do that very fast. The movement speed helps you keep a bit safer for the enemy top laner early on because it's harder for them to catch you, harder for them to all in you, harder for them to poke you, right? If they can't get in range of you as easily, they can't poke you as easily. If they can't poke you as easily, then you don't lose health as easily. If you don't lose health as easily, then you're a bit safer generally. Downsides of the build are that you generally just don't really have any form of tenacity, which can suck. Versus heavier magic damage / CC heavy comps, you can go Merc Treads. But this game, not only the case, they didn't have a whole ton of CC, like they had a good amount, but not enough where I would want to invest in Merc Treads until like maybe later into the game if I have to sell boots, right? So here we're just looking to push the frontline minions, and then when the frontline minions are dead, we walk in the back and then we poison the back line. You don't want to continuously make circles through the wave, because if you do that, then you're gonna get poked down by the enemy range top laner. But what we're doing is just we're trying to poke down the front line, and then when the front line dies, walk into the back line. Here, I see that he's going for a freeze. So what I do is I walk back over into the bush, and then I just wait for my wave to walk up. Once my wave walks up, I'm going to go ahead and try and crash the wave. I looked at my shop and I saw that I had enough money to buy Swiftness boots with Futures Market, but I would go into debt there. And because that one minion just walked under a tower, you see that? I'm able to walk under tower there with a little bit of minion cover and then just push the next wave. Not fully push it, but enough to where he can't just facing it because he's already been tanking the wave. Unsealed Spellbook, very, very good for being tricky, very good for being slippery, very good for being unpredictable in the early game. Unsealed Spellbook also scales quite well into like the heavy late game because 3 minute and 40 second swiftness boots here, by the way, which is quite crazy. But Unsealed Spellbook also goes pretty hard into like the late game portions of the game, because once you have the actual cooldown of it low enough, you can just start swapping summoners and spam swapping summoners over and over, and you gain a lot of value that way, which is quite nice. Because if you have more summoner utility, then you're just a lot stronger in the early game. Right here, we see Shaco going for the crab. My Jarvan, unfortunately, does get a little caught here, but then we walk down, and then I put the W on Silas. Pop the Ignite, pop the Ghost, kill him. Shaco jumps out. We see Shaco over there. And I try to chase him a bit. Unfortunately, I get hit by the excuse me. I get hit by the fear on the Jack in the Box. Flashed on by the Gnar. Killed, unfortunately. I probably overcommitted a bit there. But that is A-okay. Here we see my bot lane getting a kill. That's quite nice. By my C-Pot. You don't have to go C-Pot with the setup. I could have, opted to just go into like a Amp Tome or a Dark Seal. The reason why I'm going C-Pot is because I'm going to be using a lot of mana. When I saw that wave crashing into my tower, it's a pretty big wave, and because I'm looking to push in proxy, I'm going to be using quite a bit of mana. I'm going to need the health as well. So C-Pot purchase here is useful. If it's a matchup where you can push, like if you're far ahead enough that you can push comfortably without burning too much mana, or you just feel confident, very confident in your mana that game, it depends on the matchup a lot, right? Versus range champions where you're getting poked, you have to spam mana to push. You're going to probably need a C-Pot, for health and mana. Versus some melee matchups where you're not really getting poked that much and you're not really spending that much mana to push, then you're good to not have C-Pot. Just depends on the game, right? It depends on it's a game-by-game basis. This game, I was having some mana issues. I needed to push quite heavily, spending a lot of mana early, so I decided, hey, I'm going to go ahead and buy a C-Pot. Another option is actually Doran's Ring. Doran's Ring has been proving quite effective for me lately, but C-Pot is a bit cheaper, especially whenever you already buy the refill level 1. Plus I have Swifty boots, so we're just looking to be as annoying and fast as possible. and C-Pot helps with the annoying part, and Swifty Boots help with the fast part. So right there, I'm actually flinging the cannon before it's in kill range. The reason why is just get it away from the Gnar so I can CS it safely. Here, I'm walking around for the proxy. This is what early Swiftness boots are so good for. I only miss one minion there, even though like the proxy was so close, right? And Swiftness boots are fantastic for this because I can actually get around the tower. The long way, which is the safer way, I don't have to walk through the tower. I can get around there the safe way, and then I can actually get behind the tower and only miss one minion, so it's basically the full wave. Trying to look for a proper swap for my first swap. For Spellbook, the first swap I recommend, generally you want to do either Smite or Teleport. Teleport to go back to top lane, or Teleport to look for bot lane counter gank if they get dove. Smite's very good to steal camp as well, it just depends what you want. You can also go Clarity if you want mana during your proxy. Anything's possible, right? Don't grab like Barrier for your first one, don't grab Exhaust, those are more useful for dragon fights. But I recommend generally Smite, recommend Clarity, recommend Teleport for your first ones. Here I'm walking down towards my bot lane because they're getting dove. I'm making a huge roam here all the way from top lane. And the reason why is because if we don't gank bot lane right here, and I see the opportunity, if we don't kill them, then we're going to lose. Because my bot lane's getting snowballed on. Here, I'm walking down bottom, my Jarvan goes in. Azir goes in. Alright, find the Rakan, wait till last hit him. Absolutely on purpose, then they killed Zeri too, so big value there. Pretty good gank. Alright, got the cannon as well. I really just want to make sure that my support Ashe does not get that kill. I want to make sure that I get it. So even though I roam from top lane, the good part about that is that I proxied a wave behind the tower. And that means that normally he would have had 2 waves built up to push. He only had 1 wave built up to push. Like, yeah, he's still gonna get value for me being bottom right. He got 2 plates and some farm. But I went bottom and I stopped my team from hemorrhaging deaths. If I didn't do that, we would have just lost. Because their team's also getting dragon here, right? So ends up being good for us. Gonna be a bit careful here. We do see Gnar is full HP. He's a half level up. Gets almost a 3rd plate. If he was being more greedy there, I could have maybe looked for the goof fling, for the tower fling, but he's not being too greedy, so we're gonna chill. Gnar is a very popular pick right now. He's getting nerfed next patch, not by a whole lot, but he's getting nerfed, so hopefully we'll see a bit less of him. Gnar is also a great, just natural Singe counter. So you definitely don't want to see Gnar in the meta if you're a Singe player. Thankfully, Gnar is a very pro play dominant pick, so they don't let him be strong for too long. Don't mind me just calling for FF15. No big deal. Even though I'm 2-1. We all have our days, right? Okay, so just looking to push again. I have Amp Tome, I have Giant Spell. I have a lot of AP here. I have plus 60, so Amp Tome is 40. Sorry, Amp Tome is 20. Giant Spell is... Why am I saying Giant Spell? Amp Tome is 20. Blasting 1 is 40, so that's plus 60. Then if I need to ult, I have a lot more there too. We can totally kill this guy here with Jarvan. Jarvan's looking in, to come in the bush. It's actually not that bad to fight Gnar when he's big for Singe, because that's when Gnar wants to go in versus Singe, so Jarvan recognizes it. I W him, he tries to walk out of my W, he gets the jump, but I can flash back in for the poison, grab the ignite, he is dead. And we're just pushing this tower plate here. His teleport is up, so I can't stay for too long, but we are going to look to get as much of a lead as possible. My Jarvan, unfortunately, walks into a Shaco. I tried to save him here, but yeah, I couldn't quite save him, unfortunately. That smite is just very unfortunate to play versus. Do I stay for this? I forget what happens here. I do stay for this. The reason why I stay for this is it's pre 14, meaning that Gnar cannot TP on the wave. He can TP on his tower, but he can't TP on the wave, and I have enough AP where I can just kind of just farm that super quick. And then we chill. Looks like he actually did not have TP. I was misinformed. Or that's Silas TPing bottom, okay. So I see bot lane fighting. My Draven goes down, unfortunately. We're going to backwork my Giant Spell here. The reason for Giant Spell is that I'm going to go straight into the Rylai's of the Futures Market. So you have a few different options here versus a team comp like that. They have triple melee champions. They actually have 4 melee champions, so Demonic is quite good as well. However, I want to power spike as fast as possible versus that team. I want to keep them off of my squishier backline, so Rylai's is good. But honestly, Demonic is good here too. Versus a team comp like that, you can go either or and be fine. But I want to get a power spike as fast as possible. With Gnar, it's kind of sometimes better to have Rylai's because they can keep him off of you whenever he tries to like fight you in the side lane. So it's quite nice for that purpose. And then if you ever like get a good fling on him and he's near your tower, you can just run him down and kill him. So I do like rallies for that as well. And then if you get ganked by Shaco, it's a bit of extra safety. It's just a nice item overall versus Gnar. But if it was like a, you know, like Irelia top lane, or if it's like a Ribbon top lane, I might instead just go for the demonic, right? They're just a bit more melee and they're a bit easier to hit. So you get way more value off of demonic with them. But demonic does give a lot of value versus Gnar too. So just bear in mind whatever you prefer. I see Jarvan nearby, so I go for the ghost. And hit him with the EQ. He flashes it. Just run him down with the relays here. The slow is being super helpful, just keeping him nice and pinned down. Steal the kill with fling. Make sure you get the last hit. Don't have to. Recommend you do. Learn to play with kills unsinged. Helps you out a lot in the long run. Looking to proxy the wave. So I think Gnar has teleport now. Trying to not take too much damage from the wave. Just trying to get what I can. Shaco is chasing Jarvan in the jungle, and he just put Herald down, so we're going to lose top tower here, actually. But there's no way for me to stop it at this point. It's just going to go down, so can't really stop it. We're going to keep pushing top tower. In a situation like that, you just let the jungler deal with this while he's already there. So Gnar is actually not teleporting here. We're going to go ahead and just push the next wave. We're going to back. I have a lot of money here, so we're going to be a little bit careful with what we buy. You want to make every buy count. There's two options here, Giant's Belt or Blasting Wand. You can also go like components for Rocket Belt if you want to go Rocket Belt, but we're going to go probably Giant's Belt or Blasting Wand here. The reason why I went Giant's Belt this game is because their team is just kind of front end burst heavy, and I want to be able to survive the upcoming dragon fight. I swapped the teleport, you see that, so I can try and be more present for the dragon fight, and then we're going to look to push top again and just keep Gnar busy while we mentally prep for dragon fight. So here we see Azir fighting. I think does he live here? Oh, that was such a sick slide and glide. Then Jarvan gets the kill on Sylas, so that's really good. Then we are going to be looking for that teleport for dragon. Looks like I'm just walking over. No problem. I think they kind of have prio for dragon here, so I have to be careful with how we approach this. Okay, they're in my jungle. Gnar is pushing the mid wave too, gotta watch out for him. Asphalt flies by. I see them fighting over here, so I'm gonna go ahead and walk down. My team picked off Rakan, which is super good. They picked off Shaco too, which is awesome. Walked into a Jack in the Box. Gnar jumps over the wall. He gets a fatty kill on Jarvan. But we just keep him off of my Ashe, just keep him slowed. His jump is down. Run him down with Rylai's, and nice, last hit the kill. Got a rampage, very good. And you know, in a situation like that, having Blasting One would have been fine too. It's just, I assumed that a 5v5 would happen, but then it was a skirmish instead. In a skirmish, you don't need like heavy HP as much, but in a 5v5, yeah, you definitely need heavy HP. Right here, Sylas is being a bit greedy against my Azir. He stole my ultimate, no problem. I kept the W on Azir to keep him safe, and then we just reset. The dragon is still up, but I still have teleport, so we're gonna go back and I assume by Blasting One. So Azir actually does a slide and glide ultimate into an Ashe ultimate, which was sick. I guess he saw the arrow, but that was actually just such an insane play. And then I end up not recalling. That play was so good. That play was actually so good. Pretty insane gameplay. And then we're just gonna go ahead and chill. A recall with the teleport. Make sure my team knows that I have it. Alright, Azir got the, not Azir, Draven got the big value there. Love to see it. TP on, I am here. Gnar just showed bottom too. We're gonna try and peel him off of Draven if we can. Shaco just pops Ghost, keep him W, keep him off. Fling the Gnar, ult the Gnar, get him off of Draven. Draven lives, they're tilted. Shaco actually deceives behind us. We couldn't really stop him, but we can get that guy, so. I wanted to steal the kill on Shaco, and I couldn't do it, unfortunately. Looking at the map, there's a big wave in top. There's a sort of wave in bot, but the wave in bot's pushing towards them because I think Draven just killed it. So I have a few options here. I can recall right now and just go get top wave, or I can help my jungler secure dragon. I don't want to take any chances with their mid laner walking down, so I'm just going to help my jungler secure dragon. But because my recall is a bit late, Draven's going to spawn first, and Draven's going to run top. Then Draven's going to get those minions, unfortunately. That's okay. What can you do? If I recalled a bit sooner, a bit greedy, could have gotten that top wave, but that's okay. Here, I want to make sure that I ping the danger. Make sure he knows that this is a bad decision. The reason why is because the Gnar, he's 1 in 4. but he can still go Giant Gnar and just kill him, so we gotta be super careful. And that's why I didn't want to be like 1v2 bottom. It's not even that bad to be 1v2 bottom, but with a champion like Gnar, you have to respect it a lot, because if you overcommit as a fed bot lane into the top lane, and you get Gnar ulted, and then the enemy team shows up, you're just gonna die. So what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to make the Draven aware. I'm spam pinging their jungle. I'm making sure that he knows that there's probably people on the way. Because if I'm Gnar, I'm looking very hard to try and get a kill on these AD carries or on these bot laners. Okay, Azir, I see him going down, so I'm gonna walk towards mid. They actually killed Gnar, which is super good. Then Sylas TP's top. Now I'm just trying to hold mid, basically, so that Zeri can't farm for free. Swap the barrier there, just in case I get dove. That's the only reason I swapped the barrier there. They take top tower, they kill Sylas. They played pretty well, all things considered. Finish off farming mid. I'm pretty close to Demonic here, which is a very fast realized Demonic, 1640. Push that, make sure that they know that the bot lane's walking up. The Rakan Zeri, ping it, ping it, ping it. Then they back off, which is good. Oh no, they didn't actually. The Draven's being a bit of a Draven. He's gonna keep going until he dies. That's what Dravens do. Alright, so Jarvan steals the Krugs right here. I'm pretty sure we should recall, but I don't think Draven wants to. Okay, yeah, so Rakan engages into our back line. I pop R, I pop Ghost, trying to just get as many assists as I can to make sure that they're slowed by Randalize, make sure I get the Ghost reset. They overcommit past the Randalize. I still have Barrier, so I'm not really scared of anything. They don't even focus me at all, so the Barrier was a bit of a waste. They could have focused me, and then it would have been much cooler looking, but they overcommitted past the Randalize to try and kill Draven, then they die. Worked out very well for us. Sylas goes down. I still have stopwatch here. I didn't even use it there. I could have used it, but I was paying attention to how the tower was switching targets, and then it switched to Jarvan instead of me. Rakan goes down, and we are big chillin'. So yeah, I basically had complete momentum advantage over Gnar the entire game because I had such a fast Swifty boots, and I used them to just power farm. And I used them to avoid the, kind of avoid the bad matchup, and then get strong in other ways by like roaming, by rotating, you know, etc., etc. You don't completely need Predator to do this, obviously, as I'm showing you here. It did help a lot before Predator was nerfed, but it's doable with Spellbook too. You just have to be careful about it, and you have to be a lot smarter about how you roam. It's definitely harder. It's definitely way, way, way harder. Azir with the solo bullet. Actually, Ashe hit the arrow there. That was insane. They keep playing like the Ashe arrow into the Azir Wombo combo, which is kind of insane. Alright, Draven with the red buff. Walking over towards bottom here, I see them fighting. But Azir's honestly in a pretty bad spot, so we're just gonna probably leave him. Trying to get over there in time. I see my Ashes over here poking, which is good. Alright, so we got Shaco's Ghost there. Shaco ghosted away from me. No big deal. We're going to push with our Draven. We are really big right now. We're 8-1 and 5. Alright, they snipe Shaco. Very good. We just keep pushing here. Look for a fast end on this one. Next component was Riftmaker, by the way, versus their team comp. They have a lot of melee champions, so Riftmaker, Randalize Demonic is pretty big value, pretty great value. Alright, Draven's recalling, so the push is over. Without Draven, we don't really have Siege, so we're just gonna recall if he recalls. We kind of have Siege with Azir, but it's just like not worth it. Alright, big play incoming. I'm pushing up mid into the tier 2. Sylas jumps over the wall. He gets the stun on me. He gets the Azir ult on me. He gets the Everfrost kind of, and then Rakan engages on me too. This is where I'm like, oh, they're actually gonna try and kill me here. I get Flash Gnar ulted as well, and then I pop the Zhonya's, and then their whole team shows up. Shaco shows up. He gets trapped in poison. Randalize Demonic is burning him, and then he gets Jarvan ulted for the burst, and then they all just die. They couldn't kill me there. Not through the ultimate, not through the Singed, or sorry, the Zhonya's, not through the Jarvan, not through my Ashe arrow. They couldn't do it. They tried. Honestly, it was a pretty valiant attempt, and before the durability of it, I probably would have just gotten one shot there by the Sylas or whoever, but You know, the durability update has happened, and you know, as much as they keep slightly nerfing durability over time and slightly buffing damage over time, which I don't agree with. They tried to commit to me. They couldn't kill me. Worked out just fine. Finally used the perfect timing rune.
Red team's inhibitor has been destroyed.
All right, mid inhibitor goes down, and then the FF. So hope you guys enjoyed that one. It was definitely a fun game, and we're gonna do one more example of Spellbook in this video. So thank you guys for watching. We'll continue.